And they didn't really care if I was any good. They just knew that they would sell a lot of tickets if Spike shows up with their music. And I was horrible. Because it's one thing to be good in the bathroom, like, at home. It's a whole other thing to be good enough for people, it's worth money, I remember one time I was playing a big club in LA, and Pink shows up. They come backstage, they're like, Pink is in the audience, she loves you, man. It's going to be awesome. And I'm like, oh no, man. So I wasn't under any illusions, right? And sure enough, by show's over, Pink is gone. She didn't stay. She's like, you've ruined my my image of you. But then I met a man named Charlie DeMars, who's an 18-year-old. He'd come down from Sacramento, where he was getting a lot of radio play with his band Power Animal. And he had come down to shop his album out to the studios, not knowing that it's almost impossible to be heard down in Los Angeles. So he was having a problem with that, and he was happened to be staying with his brother, who was my next door neighbor. And I was just playing my guitar out of my stoop, and this kid shows up, and he's like, "Oh, you play?" And we started playing guitar, and he started showing me the songs he was writing. I started showing him some of the songs that I was writing, and we formed a band. And he said, as soon as we decided we wanted to do a band, he goes, "I think I have a rhythm section. I've got a drum and bass. They're really good together. I think you might want to check them out." And I was like, "Oh, let's get them down to Los Angeles, and let's do it this weekend." He says, "Oh, actually, this weekend they're in New York at the Lincoln Center playing jazz. But when they get back, and they're 18 playing jazz at the Lincoln Center, right? So they have." Those two guys they were such musicians, they could bubble so perfectly together, but they were 18, so they could hit hard for rock, and it was a great fit. And